Okay, so it's time now for another update of this beloved tablet, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Let's see how it's been holding up 9 months later. Okay, so just like many of my update videos, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this short. And with that being said, let's go ahead and do a quick overview of this tablet and then talk about how it's been holding up, and also make sure to include the new stuff and features that were recently added that kind of makes this tablet even more desirable than ever. Now, if you are in the market for this little guy here, know that it's still a very good looking tablet, you know, a very sleek and modern looking tablet here. Even though it's a mid-range tablet, it still gives off kind of a premium feel or a premium vibe to the touch and also to the looks. Cosmetically, this little guy here still looks incredible. It's a very solid build. So unless you're out there actively trying to break this guy here, it's actually, again, a solid build, and it's been holding up very well. So as far as, you know, the build goes, it's been solid. It's still, I have zero scratches here. Granted, I take care of my devices, but I think it can still take some beating without necessarily, you know, completely breaking or falling apart. Now, I do have a screen protector on it. It's not a matte screen protector, so that hasn't damaged the tip of the pen as much as I had anticipated. And for those who are familiar, you would know that the Galaxy Tab S7 that I have, the tip on that pen is a little bit eaten up already because I have a matte screen on that tablet. Now, this one has been eaten up just a little bit, but nothing really major. So just the regular usage that you would expect after 9 months. Overall, I would say that the S Pen has been holding up very, very well. Actually, surprisingly well. And granted, how long the tip of the pen lasts is really going to depend on your type of usage, right? So it's going to be subjective depending on if you take tons of notes, or if you take notes on like just a regular screen protector, or if you take a lot of notes using a matte screen protector, depending on the pressure sensitivity, how much you press, how much pressure you put on that pen, and all of those additional details. Now, overall, this guy has definitely been holding its own. In my specific case, I don't do a lot of writing, but I would say that I do at least light to moderate level of writing. Like, I'm not at school where I could be like, you know, all I do is just take courses online and take notes. So you might get a different experience. I know I've come across comments in my previous videos on this tablet and even other tablets where they say, well, the Samsung pen that I have only lasted about 3 or 4 months. And they're talking about the tip, of course. The pen itself is fine. It's typically just the tip. You know, some people are saying that it lasts 4 or 5 months, but again, it's very subjective. The good news is you can always replace those tips, right? You can definitely grab like a plastic one that would last a lot longer than the rubber one that comes with the tablet or with the pen itself. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk performance and talk a little bit about how it's been holding up. And before we do so, if this is your first time visiting, welcome to the channel. Of course, if you do like the content so far, I truly appreciate that. Now, please do me a huge favor and hit both the like and the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It's a tremendous help to this channel. Again, I very much appreciate that. Now, let's go ahead and cover that performance on this tablet. And I do apologize to people who already know the specs of this. It might sound redundant, but I just want to go ahead and cover that for people who are new and who don't know about this tablet. Of course, it's loaded with 64 gigs of base storage that could be expanded at up to 1 terabyte of internal storage. That is huge. That is major. Of course, it has 4 gigs of RAM, and that is combined with an Exynos chipset. So this is not going to be your productivity type of tablet, but it is right in the middle category there and will still allow for some decent level of productivity. Multitasking and toggling between different apps and tabs at the same time still works very well, but every now and then you might get the occasional lag. At least it's been the case for me over the past couple of months. You know, you get the occasional lag here and there. Again, moderate, light to moderate level of productivity, definitely fine. You might experience some hiccups here and there. You know, to people who have been, you know, owning this tablet for over, you know, 6 or 7 months, they may notice that. At least in my case, I noticed it. Nothing really major. I know I keep repeating myself here. But anyway, so decent speed, still fairly snappy. Overall, I can say that performance has remained pretty steady. Now, I usually try to make sure that it's as optimal as it can possibly be, and I don't run a million things in the back. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but what I do is if I'm using this tablet, I usually just run a few things at the same time. I don't run, 50 or 100 different widgets running in the background here. And when you do that, it usually performs pretty well. Now, I just recently updated to Android 11 and also to the latest firmware by Samsung. So it's now running One UI 3.1 along with Samsung DeX, which is just super exciting. I was just so happy to see Samsung DeX come to this tablet. We never expected that Samsung would actually add Samsung DeX to this tablet. It used to be reserved for more flagship level devices. Gaming on here is also pretty good for most games. It's not necessarily it's not a gaming tablet, as a matter of fact, but it would still run a lot of games very well. Don't expect to buy this thing and run I don't know, Fortnite at 120 hertz refresh rate. I know I'm just making this up, but don't expect super high graphic games to come over here Call of Duty and play that at the highest graphics level. That's not going to happen. You could definitely play Call of Duty here and really enjoy it. It's just not going to be at the max level of frame. Asphalt 9 plays very well also. And what I do here with most games when I'm playing is I just connect my PlayStation 4 controller to this. It's just very comfortable playing it that way, and everything runs pretty smooth, except maybe some games that are very graphic intense that require a lot more power. Those, of course, would not play that well on here. It's the same 10.4 TFT display with 2000 by 1200 for the resolution here. Again, like I've said before, for the average user, it's it may not be an AMOLED display, but for the average user, it's fine. It's good for gaming, watching movies, still good to go, and it's been good and it's been holding up well. The battery, of course, stands at 7,000 milliamp power, and that means that using it normally without necessarily pushing that power to the limit, you'll still be able to finishing your day with light to moderate activity on the tablet. Or if you're a power user, you are likely to charge the tablet before the end of the day. As far as cameras go, you have some pretty decent camera for a mid-range tablet. You have a 5 megapixel selfie, of course, and an 8 megapixel camera on the back here. They both do 1080p at 30 frames per second, and I would say the quality is pretty decent. Now, as far as the price goes, I've seen this thing go up and down since last year, as low as $220 to as high as the original $350, which is what I think is on the website, on the Samsung website right now. Now, this tablet was so popular. At one point they dropped the price to $280, I believe. That was kind of the official price at Best Buy or Samsung. But then, given how popular this tablet is and people just kept buying it, I don't know if that's the reason it went back up to $350. But either way, it went back up to $350, and this tablet is still pretty popular among most folks out there. And one last thing I want to add about the S Pen on this tablet is that, I mentioned earlier, you shouldn't go for that matte screen protector. You can if you would like. Some people prefer that because they like, that sound. Now, for people who don't want to damage or, eat up the tip of their pens, fast, what they can do is just get the regular screen protector and just make sure to turn the sound on. You can go in the settings of your tablet and turn on the sound so that when you write on it, it feels like you're actually writing on a piece of dry paper. That's just another thing I just wanted to add there. But anyways, I hope this video was informative. Of course, I appreciate you sticking with me till the end of this video. Don't forget to like, make sure to comment. I want to catch you in the comment section like I always do. And please, of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out the links I'm going to put down below. They're going to take you to the multiple videos that I've already made on this tablet. If you're looking for a full, more comprehensive, video giving you all of the details you need about the Tab 6 Lite here or any of the other tablets that I've made videos on, make sure to check out the links down below. Anyways, I'm going to catch you in that comment section. I'm also going to catch you in the next video, and as always, stay safe out there.